I'm strong as a rock. But a word can destroy me. What am I? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you don't know me, welcome back to another video in the Lin Lin Beauty Monster Mash series. Today's look is the Riddler. If you guys want to see how I created this one, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I've already done my foundation, my blush, bronzer, and I blocked off this eyebrow here because that's where that question mark is going to go. So I'm gonna start with the eyebrow first, the one with the question mark. I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild paint palette, the green on here. And then the green in this one, my flash palette that you guys have seen me use before. We're gonna start with the outer shape of it. Just gonna start with a brown eyeshadow to outline it, and then we'll use the green. I'm just making that outline really soft because I don't want it to look too harsh, because then we're gonna go in and fix it up a little bit. So that's kind of like an outline of it there. We're gonna leave it at that, and then we're gonna start putting in the green inside of that little outline. I'm gonna start with a brush here. This is just a paint brush. Grabbing the green from the Wet n Wild palette and a little bit of the green from the Flash palette. It doesn't have to be too perfect because I'm gonna go in with glitter anyway. Just covering up the inside of it so that way when you put the glitter on, if there's some spots that are missing, you could still see the green in the back of it. And now that we have that green down, we're gonna go in with our black liner, and I'm just gonna use the Suva Beauty one. This is the Hydra liner in the shade Grease. Remember to activate this one, you guys will need water. I'm just using a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus, putting a little bit in there on the cap, and then I just put my brush into that little water and then put it in here, and that's what activates this eyeliner. These are actually pretty good if you guys have, I think I got mine in a BoxyCharm, I don't remember, but they are really good and these will last you a long time. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up here so it looks more sharp. Okay, you guys can see there's little spots here and there that don't have green in them. We're gonna go ahead and add that green there with the same paint that I was using before. There's that part. Then I'm gonna make a circle just to end the question mark there. Also gonna make a black line around that part. And now all that green cream that we used right now, I'm gonna set in with a green matte shadow. I'm gonna go in with my 35B palette and use the green shade here, this one, just to set that other green in place. I'm just gonna use one of my regular brushes for that. This is the BH Cosmetics number 9 brush. And I'm just gonna place that all. I'm gonna go over it with that shadow. Now for the glitter part, I'm gonna use my NYX glitter primer and slowly start adding that glitter to my eyebrow and the rest of the question mark there. These glitters I think I got like at Michael's or something like that. So if you're gonna use them, just be careful. They're not supposed to be for the direct eye area. So just so you know, I'm gonna use a mixture of these two greens here, the lighter green and the darker green, to put in there. I'm just gonna grab the glitter primer with my finger and start adding it to the question mark. Just gonna place it here on the back of my hand and start adding it to that. Now that I've set that in place, I'm just gonna go in with this small brush and start adding the glitter in there. And grab more, and I'm just working in sections here, and that's what I'm gonna do through the whole way, so I won't talk anymore. You guys can just watch. Alrighty, so now that we have done that part, we're gonna go in with the eyeshadow. We're gonna be using some purples and different greens, so you use whatever greens that work for you or look similar to the ones that I'm using. You don't have to use the exact same ones that I'm using. I'm gonna start off with this green here. I'm gonna go in with that green shade a little bit above my crease. I'm bringing it all the way here to the inner corner and blending it out. Bringing it close to where the question mark is. I'm just building it up to the green that I want. And I want it to be really diffused, so that's why I keep blending it over and over. There we go with the first green. Then I'm gonna go in with a darker green, maybe just a few shades darker than that. I'm gonna be using the 35M palette and use this green right here. And I'm gonna use that to meet up with that other shade that we just used and on the crease. I'm just using the same brush that I used. It's just a big fluffy brush. Now that we have that shade down, I'm gonna go back in with that lighter green to further blend out that darker green. Just going around the edges of it. Like so. Now I'm gonna go in with a purple shade. I'm just gonna use the Norvina Volume 1 palette and go in with the shade B4, which is this purple right here. And I know that I'm using a lot of different palettes. You guys use what you have. Don't have to use 3 different palettes. And then I'm just gonna go in the outer corner to deepen that outer corner out. Creating a V shape, bringing it into that lower lash line right where my lashes are. Going in like an angle there, if you guys can see that. And going up on my crease to meet that green. I'm not bringing it all the way in like I did with the darker green, just here on the outer corner. Having a teensy bit more because these shades are really pigmented, so just be careful with that if you guys are using this palette. Now that we have our purple down, I'm gonna go with a different green, and this is a shimmer green. Just gonna be using my finger to put it on. This is from the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne collab. This is what it looks like. And I'm gonna go in with the green here, which is right here, that lime green. I'm gonna place that on the lid just with my finger. Place it all over the lid to meet that purple and all the way up to the green, the dark green that was up in our crease, just with my finger. Placing it a little bit over the purple, just a little bit to give it that shimmer look. I'm gonna go in with a brush because I have a little bit of glitter here on my nose. Just lightly remove it. Now in the center of the lid, I want it to look like a golden green. So I'm gonna use my Daisy Marquez palette and go in with this green right here. Just gonna place that right in the center of my lid and just with my finger again. Makes that green pop up just a little bit more right there in the center. Kind of makes it look like you have a wet lid. I'm gonna go back in with the purple from the Norvina palette. Just gonna go over it a little bit. And I'm barely dabbing it on. I'm not going in there too harshly. Just like that. And now I'm gonna bring that same purple onto the lower lash line. Just gonna use a smaller brush. This is the E36 brush from Morphe. Bring in that same purple that we used for the lid or the outer corner and just bring it down here. Okay, I just smoked it out a little bit, just bringing it down. I didn't add any extra product. I just kept working with the same product I had on my lower lash line already. I just kept bringing it down to make it look a little more smoky. Now in the waterline, I'm gonna go in with this lime green pencil from ColourPop, and I have no idea what it's called because all the writing is gone, but it's just a lime green shade there. feel it'll focus. There you go. And I'm gonna put that on my waterline here. Then I'm just gonna coat my lashes. I'm gonna be using my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. For some inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go in with a small brush here, and I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution Strobe Lighting Palette. Oh, you guys can't even see that. But I'm gonna use the shade, I don't even know, it doesn't even have a name. But I'm gonna use this shade right here. It has like a tint of green to it. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner. And also gonna highlight this side of my cheek with that same color. On my nose, on my bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. Just able to see that little tint of green. And before I go off camera and do the other eye, I'm gonna do my eyebrow real quick. I'm gonna match it to the hair. Since the hair is orange, we're gonna match that brow to the hair. So for that, I'm gonna be using these two ColourPop gel liners. This is in the shade Best O. Kind of like a burgundy brown shade, but we're just gonna mix it in with that orange to make it not so bright orange. I mean, this is in the shade Puppy. Just gonna use my usual brush that I always use to do my brows with. This is the Sephora number 20 brush, a double-ended brush. So you have a spoolie and then you have your brush at the other end. First, I'm gonna start off with the shade Best O, and the darkest is gonna go here on the outer part. I'm gonna brush it out real quick. Not gonna be too much, just a little bit to make it darker there in the outer corner. So we're gonna go in with the orange anyways. So now that I kind of have a little bit of an outline out here, I'm gonna brush it out just a little bit. You can always go back and clean it up anyway. So now that I have that, I'm gonna go in with the orange. I didn't clean out my brush because I want a little bit of that brown with the orange mixed in together. After doing this part, I'm gonna clean it off and just grab orange because I want the lightest part to go here. And remember, it is a gel liner, so it's gonna be just a little bit thicker than your normal pencil. If you use a pencil when you do your eyebrows, closer consistency to a pomade. And then I'm just gonna work that orange into the rest of the brow. I know it looks a little bit crazy right now, but once we have that orange hair, then it's gonna come together. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that orange to bring into the brow here. Making it bushy a little bit. Still see that orange there. And bringing a little bit of that orange to the outer corner here, so it's not too dark. So there we have our brow. It's a little bit orange, it's not too orange. It has some brown. So now I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so we are back with the other eye done. Now we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of some question marks on this eye, just to add a little bit to the look. I'm gonna be using my Hank and Henry Slick with it, and they're just question marks. It's nothing like super special. Just gonna add them to the side of my face here. And then for the lips, we're gonna go ahead and use this BH Cosmetics Cashmere Cream. This is in the shade Hustle. I'm gonna tone down that orange just a little bit. Just gonna grab one of my makeup wipes. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna go in with this Urban Decay special effects from the Vice collection. This is in the shade Seether, and I'm not sure if they sell these anymore. I don't think that they do, but I think you can buy them on like Amazon or something like that. It's just the orange glitter topper. You don't have to put this on. I just want a little bit more glitter. You guys know usually I don't wear glitter on my lips, but for this look I will, because it's a Halloween look. There we go. So now I'm just gonna go straighten out my hair and then I will come back. If you guys remember the Joker one, when I painted it green, we're gonna do the same thing and paint it orange, but I wanted to straighten it out and make it look a girly Riddler kind of look. So I will be right back. I think I'm gonna do the bangs off to the side so you guys could actually see this, or else it's gonna be pointless. And then instead of doing my whole head orange, I'm just gonna do little strands here and there. So I'm just gonna grab some of the hair, and this, I think I got this at Target, and it's just called Be Wild, and this is supposed to be an orange. So let's see. I haven't tried it yet, so shake it a little bit. Oh yeah, that's orange. Okay. Bright orange, like a neon orange. Tiger orange is what it's called. Oh, looks like I already got some on my bangs. Didn't even know I did. Okay, that works. I wonder if you brush it a little bit, if it'll, like the color will fade out just a little bit so it's not so bright. There we go. I'm just being messy with it. I'm not being too precise, because he's kind of crazy anyway, so we'll make the hair look a little bit crazy too. It doesn't have to be super straight. Put some hair at the bottom. Go. I'm gonna go ahead and add some to the other side. That is that. I'll make this a little bit messy. Still straight, and then I'm gonna add some little cute hair clips to this. They just look like that and they're green. There we go. Made it look a little more girly. And I'm gonna go ahead and change my shirt and I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you're notified of when I upload. We'll see you in my next one. Toodles!